I don't care. At this point, if you give me Jelani, I don't have no questions for you. I've offered a reward of $25,000, and people have been donating additional money. All that money is getting added to that reward. We don't want none of it. Not one red penny. I will give you everything just to have my son back. Money doesn't matter to me. I don't even have to ask you no bunch of questions. If you want to drop him off at a hospital, on a corner, anywhere, just drop him off. I'll come and get him. I just want my baby back. I don't care about nothing else. I just want him back. I don't want to know. I just want him back. If you got him, just think about it. Would you want this to happen to you? Would you want this? Would you want your mom to feel like this? Would you want your brothers and sisters to feel like this? I just want my baby back. I just want my baby back. His brothers and sisters want him back. We've made our pages public, and we encourage everybody to share. Um, we need people to help us search for Jelani, because somewhere I know my baby is waiting for me. There's nothing in my mind that can tell me that Jelani is not sitting there thinking, I know my mama coming to get me. When they ask me questions like, do you think Jelani was depressed and he left, or do you think that he just didn't want to be around you guys anymore, or no. No, Jelani would never not want to be around us. Jelani would never just leave. My kids are there in my life. They are the reason that I can get up and do stuff, and they make me want to do things better. They make me want to do things different. If I could tell you anything, I wouldn't wish this on nobody. You know, you see this on TV, and you hear about this happening to other people. And and I know, like, when I read about it, I'm like, oh, that's sad. And you pray for them because you really can't understand their pain. This is like, somebody just keep taking my breath. Like I can't breathe sometimes, because without all of them, I don't know what I'm gonna do. You know, I I I was sitting there the other day and I was like, I can't even make a fence with 4 fingers. I need all of them, all 5 of them. I need all 5 of them. They are crazy about their dad as well. Their dad has had some health issues. Um, he recently, within the last couple of years, he had to have a heart transplant, so he was getting better. Just here recently, he was diagnosed with a cancer that's rare. All of them had to be, what is it, tested to make sure that they were matches to help him. Jelani was the closest match. Jelani has been there with his dad, taking him. Jelani's the one that's been going to appointments with him, making sure his dad is okay, checking on him, everything. So like I said, he wouldn't just do this to me. He wouldn't do this to his dad either.
So it's very obvious from those clips how truly loved Jelani is by his mother and by his whole family, and how loving he is of his family as well. It's it's very hard to see his mother be so emotional like that. She's so brave, so strong, so selfless, willing to give anything to get her child back, and I really hope that we can help do that for her as a community, as a country, as a world. Whoever is following this case, I'm sure there's people from around the world. I'm sure of it. Now, this is important because in one of my previous videos, I put out there about the City of Peru Police Department asking for security camera footage from Tuesday, August 24th, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., and Wednesday, August 25th, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., for either a black male walking and or a white Chrysler 300. So his brother had posted, I'm pretty sure this is his brother, had posted on Facebook, "To all who can, please, 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 we are not looking for video footage between 7 a.m. 7 p.m. We are looking for footage between 9 a.m. and 12 a.m. August 24th, Wednesday, and all day Thursday. The window they provided is not sufficient enough. Peru, update your post." So that is very important, since I covered it in my last video, or 2 videos ago, for Jelani. I would also like to add, I'm from the Peru area, and the first post that they made on their Facebook page about Jelani was when the car was found, right? So on the first post that they made, they asked for anybody to come forward with tips, all right? So they put their phone number on the post without using the area code. So then what happened is news agencies that picked it up assumed that it was the same area code as Bloomington, which is 309. That is not what the area code is. It is 815. So Peru failed to provide enough information on their first post about him, and because of that, the news put the wrong phone number on for him. I tried calling the news stations. I did not get any answer from the one that I had called, and I also called the Peru Police Department. As soon as I noticed that it was on the news incorrectly, I called the Peru Police Department to let them know. I called Detective Hawking's number. I got no answer. I left him a voicemail. Later on that day, the post had not been edited still, so I called again. I talked to dispatch, and then they put me directly through to the officer in charge of the Peru Police Department Facebook page. I explained the situation to him, that they didn't put the area code for the phone number, and that the news station had picked it up and put the wrong number. So I tell him this on the phone, and he interrupts me to say, "Oh, well, I didn't make that post, the chief did." And I said, "Okay, I'm not putting blame on anybody. I don't care who made the Facebook post. It just needs to get corrected so that if anybody has a tip, they have the right phone number to call. Time is of essence. They shouldn't be having to screw around on their phone to try and figure out what your number actually is." And then he says, "Okay, thanks, bye," and hangs up the phone. I was very mad. It took 48 hours. Well, nearly 48 hours. I believe it was 46 hours from the first time that I called the Peru Police Department to the time that they edited their post to add just the area code, which takes 30 seconds to do. 30 seconds to edit the post, and it took them nearly 48 hours. Okay, now my other thing with the Peru Police Department is this post that was shared by Jelani's brother for the Peru Police Department. When they made that post, they didn't even include a picture, okay? No pictures whatsoever. No picture of Jelani, no picture of his vehicle, nothing, okay? And that's a huge problem because, for one, a lot of people do not know cars. So if this is the only post that they saw about Jelani being missing or anything like that, they may not have seen the picture of the vehicle, and therefore they don't know what a Chrysler 300 looks like, okay? Not a lot of people know cars. I know I don't. So I need a visual. I need a picture. And I'm sure a lot of others do too. And in addition to that, on social media, when you share a photo with a post, it increases the chances that that post will get looked at by like probably 400%. I'm not sure on the numbers, but if you use social media, you know, if you see a picture, you're more likely to stop scrolling real quick, look at the picture, read the post, whatever. They didn't even include a picture. And now this is very upsetting. Very upsetting. So that's basically all that I have. But again, I'm going to repeat this in every single video that I make. If you have any information whatsoever about Jelani Day, if you think that you may have saw him on the days after he went missing, if you thought you saw his car, you need to say something, okay? Even if you can't remember all of the details, anything can help, okay? If you think that you saw his car in a specific area, all right, it's important to say that, even if you don't have proof of it, just so that possibly if there's like 5 other sightings in that area, then they could probably narrow it down and say, okay, maybe he was in this area. And then that's a new location that they can search. So everything is important. If you don't think the information is important, you should still bring it forward anyway and let police decide if it is not important. You're not going to get in trouble. They're not going to be upset with you. At least they shouldn't be. So please, any information needs to go to police. I will have all of the numbers and emails that have been provided from the Bloomington and police department. I will have those below in the description. So please, please, please call those numbers if you have anything. Please. Thank you. Also, just to add, I'm going to share Dakara, Jelani's sister, I'm going to share her GoFundMe, so that if anybody wants to donate, all of the money is going to go towards the reward fund so that they can get answers and find Jelani and bring him home safe.